Veteran Democratic Congressman Lloyd Doggett joins us here for Capitol Tonight. Good to see you again, Congressman.
Great to be with you again, Paul.
Let's start with Syria. This is what's internationally confronting our country right now. And your thoughts on how the Obama administration should handle this. From what I gather, you want this to go through Congress.
Absolutely. We know that these conflicts are much easier to get into than to get out of. As General Zinni said recently, this is not a one-act play. We have to plan for the broader consequences of any involvement there. I believe that the same standard applies as if we were dealing, heaven forbid, with a President Dick Cheney. We're setting the precedent. And this President Obama, who I support on many issues, has talked about building consensus around the world, talking to the Arab League, the Prime Minister of Australia. He needs to be talking with Austin and America and building consensus here. One of the best ways to do that is to have a full and fair debate in the United States Congress, the people's representatives, before any military action is taken.
And you've signed a letter to that effect.
I have. I've joined with colleagues. There are well over 100 members of Congress that have asked for this to occur, and it is not a substitute to simply talk to a handful of members involved in some of the committees and the leadership. All of us should be participating in such a momentous decision. I remember when we were told what a short time we would be in Iraq, and we still are paying for that venture in both blood and treasure. Before we get engaged in the Middle East again, we need to be sure the American people and their representatives are part of the effort.
Should the President come to Congress, what do you need to hear from him?
Well, we need a better idea of what the overall plan is. The Syrians and their allies are not likely to be quiet in this circumstance. And what the purpose is. Apparently the purpose is just to kind of slap a wrongdoer around the shoulders and head. And he certainly is a wrongdoer, but whether keeping him in power after he has received that insult will help the long-term interest, I'm not sure I see how it will.